Hello everybody, welcome to the introductory video on WeeklyMAX. WeeklyMAX is a powerful set of trades and approaches that you can take for weekly options. Weekly options have been introduced in the past few years and they've become very popular. In fact, the volume on weekly options has been steadily climbing month over month over the past 2 years. And weekly options offer some significant advantages. And so we're going to take a look at the weekly options, how we can use weekly options in an intelligent way to create consistent income, to make some speculative trades, and various other trades in this product. My name is Swaminathan. I'm the founder of OptionTiger.com. Option Tiger is based in the Washington, D.C. area, and I've been an options trader for about 9 years now. And Option Tiger has very cutting edge products for options education as well as proprietary systems. I have a bachelor's degree in engineering from India and an MBA from Columbia Business School in New York. Let's now take a detailed look at what this product is all about. Weekly options, as we just mentioned, has become very popular, and there are very good reasons for that. The negative with monthly options is that it takes a long time for the trade to develop, it takes a long time for the profits to accumulate, and also a lot of things can happen in a month. And so weeklies were introduced about a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. However, they didn't become very popular until the past couple of years. And in the past couple of years, their volumes have actually started skyrocketing. And one of the things you'll find is that there's plenty of liquidity in the weeklies. The bid ask spread is very favorable on most stocks and indices. And overall, it's a very attractive instrument in the options market. Now, when we say weeklies, I want to be clear that there are many weeklies available. So you'll have weekly options for things that expire this week. You'll have another set of weeklies that will expire next week, and those are called shorties. It's just an informal name, but basically it's shorter than the monthly cycle. So you'll have weeklies that expire in 7 days, in 14 days, 21 days, and then of course the 28 days would be the monthly option. So we'll be looking at all of these. And in our context, in this product, when we talk of weeklies, we are mostly going to be dealing with the front week, which expires in about 7 days, and we'll also be looking at the first set of shorties. So which means that should be expiring anywhere from about 13 to 14 days. These are going to be the primary two set of weeklies that we'll be dealing with in this product. There are some specific advantages of going out into the first shorty for some trades, not for all trades, but for some trades, there are some specific advantages, and we'll be discussing all of those. Now, whenever we deal with weeklies and shorties, what we have to really understand is how all the four Greeks work. So we're looking at delta, gamma, which control the price movement. We're looking at theta for time decay, and we're looking at vega for volatility. Now, all of these four Greeks work very differently as you approach expiry. And there are some Greeks that are much more intense than the others, and we'll be studying all of these. So a complete understanding of how these four Greeks work is very important. We are going to look at the different time frames. As I said, we'll look at weeklies, we'll look at the first shorty, we'll look at what kind of trades are good and how we'll be implementing these trades with the weeklies and shorties, and what kind of stocks are good for weekly options as well. And when we talk of weeklies, there's one particular indicator that is that's really good, and it's good to have a good understanding of this indicator, and so we'll be discussing this indicator as well. Now, as for trades, there are all kinds of trades possible with weekly options and shorties as well. Of course, we can take directional trades, which would mean long calls, long puts, and debit spreads, which is the bull call spread and the bear put spread. And so what kind of trades, when do we take these directional trades? And of course, after the directional trades is the time decay strategies, because as we know, when we approach expiry, time decay is pretty rampant. So theta is the behavior of theta is actually quite interesting, and there are very many interesting ways we can exploit time decay. But it's you have to have a certain approach, and so we're going to be discussing different approaches for different trades. We look at credit spreads, we look at iron condors, we look at calendars, double calendars, butterflies, and of course your directional long calls, long puts, and debit spreads as well. And for each of these trades, what do we do when we have to adjust? Because one of the things in weekly options is that things move very quickly. And so if you've traded weekly options, which many people have, you know that trades move very quickly. And so therefore, what are the kinds of adjustments that we need to take for each type of trade? And also, if depending on your situation, whether you have time to monitor the markets, or if you don't have time to monitor the markets, how would you approach these trades? Which kind of trades are good for you? Which kind of trades are not? And then of course we'll also look at high reward trades, because one of the things with weekly options is that when a trade goes in your favor, you can maximize the potential for profit in these trades. So we look at all of these. Regardless of which kind of strategy you use, you're going to find a lot of benefit from using the WeeklyMAX product and using the WeeklyMAX approaches. And of course, many of these trades will also have live trades as part of the product itself. So not only do we just discuss these approaches, but we're going to also show it in live trade. So you'll see many trade examples. For most of them, you'll see a live trade in the product as well. So that's the product agenda for the WeeklyMAX. The WeeklyMAX product is going to be released in the first week of August 2014. And this is a powerful set of trading approaches to take advantage of weekly options in an intelligent way, because that's critical. One of the things you have to bear in mind in weekly options is if a trade is going against you, then you have to know what to do and when to do it. And so these are the kinds of issues that that we'll be discussing in this product. All of these topics are going to be in very significant amount of detail. So you learn all the ins and outs, the pluses and minuses of each and every one of these types of trades, of each and every one of the Greeks, and how it affects weekly options. And we're going to take a detailed look into all of that. If you have any questions, you can email us at info@optiontiger.com. I look forward to seeing you inside. Thank you.